Hello, art students. Today we're going to be drawing together a porcupine. Alright, porcupine is a fun creature that's well known for having those long, large quills that come out from it that are very pokey. You wouldn't want to get too close to a porcupine. It's their defense mechanism. In case something comes too close, they'll throw a quill at them. Alright, so let's get to it. To draw a porcupine, we're gonna start probably over here, like for the head. They kind of have like a rounded back, and then they'll have like a stubby little tail back here. And yeah, so a porcupine, they have lots and lots of quills. Their whole body is filled with quills. Even really close to their eyes. Like, it's really crazy. Alright, so let's do this. Porcupine. And we're gonna go right about here. And we're gonna start in a different area. I think we're gonna start kind of at the porcupine's nose region, or kind of at the mouth. We're gonna work our way around. We're gonna come out and up like this. Okay. Then I think we're going to do the under part here where the mouth is, right here like this. And then we're gonna come this way. Okay, and we're gonna work our way along its head. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna put an eyeball on its head. Isn't it weird to know that this is kind of like the porcupine's head? It doesn't really look like it, but it will. Important part, here comes the eyeball. Porcupines have kind of beady eyes. I believe they're part of the rodent family. And we'll put a circle inside of there, and they do have dark eyes, so you can go ahead and you can just fill that in around your inside circle that you did. And we'll go ahead here and we'll draw a little line underneath, draw a little line over the top like this. Okay, nice. Here we go. And yeah, so now let's get to the fun part, the quills. This is gonna really have a lot of texture. So right about here, I'm going to start doing some of these long quills. They come up. Now, the thing about their quills is that towards the bottom of each quill, it's like a deep brown, and then as the quill goes higher and higher away from the body, the quill becomes like a gray, silvery white color. So, and I can't really capture that with my black Sharpie marker, but I think when we start adding some color to it, you'll be able to see. They really start getting some really long quills back here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start changing the direction of these quills. Their quills are actually kind of wavy in some areas. Their arm comes down here. These quills will come up. The ones that ride along their back are really long and they're very straight. kind of fun doing all these texture lines. There's so many quills in a porcupine. Another tail back here. I would not want to get close to this tail, let me tell you. I actually have seen a porcupine before out in the forest, and it's really cool when they walk. Their quills, it's kind of like a slinky. They kind of go, when they walk, they wobble back and forth on their two halves like this, and all of their quills kind of follow them back and forth. It kind of looks like a slinky moving. That's the best way I can describe it. It's pretty cool. They're just covered in quills, and you know, honestly, you can barely even see their own hands, but you can see them up here. They're kind of like these little claw feet. Doing some toes up here now on the little hands. You can barely see them, but we'll put indication here. Okay. And their head is actually really dark.
Not confirmed.
In comparison, their head is really dark, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's add some small texture. And they do have whiskers. We'll have their whiskers coming out like this. Notice that on the head, I'm doing a lot of smaller texture lines here. Those are still quills. They're like little baby quills. Hairs that are really stiff in appearance. Pretty good here so far. Just have fun layering in all those quills. There we go, we're getting a porcupine here. Looking pretty cool. Yeah. Really all that there is to it is that you're getting all these quills in there, these textures, these sharp, pointy-edged quills. You just keep going, adding that in there. It does take a while, have patience, but it'll come together. It's really all about the texture of these sharp quills. cool. I really like this. I think I'm happy with this right here. Oh, maybe a little bit more up here on the head. Yeah, it looks pretty filled up. I don't want to overdo it either, because if you do too many, you kind of lose a lot of the, I don't know, I guess I would call it the shape. There we go. I'm going to leave it right here. And then the next video, we'll work a little bit more on something in the background for fun. All right, I'll see you there. Great job for following along.